the delayed gratification over the instant gratification. That has been something that's been challenging, is because as humans, we're hardwired. The brain is literally hardwired to avoid pain and seek pleasure. And when you're committing your time, energy, and effort, 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours a day studying MCAT exams, physics, chemistry, organic chemistry, biochemistry, memorizing pathways, answering second order, third order questions and application-based questions and doing the lab work, and it's a lot. And it's like Cam says, delayed gratification. You don't always see those results instantaneously. However, what has been keeping me going is, like the faith over fear, having faith that, God is guiding and orchestrating my steps, and that it's bigger than just us, once again. So it will get challenging. However, God wouldn't give you more than you can handle. So you have to understand that you can't have a testimony without a test. So don't run from the test, embrace it, and know that you're not there just to get to it, but to get through it. And that once you get through it, you'll be able to look back and say, I'm appreciative of the journey. The reward is in the journey. So just make the most of it and understand that it may get challenging, but you can do it. You can do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a lot of tests that come with this journey. It don't even gotta be like school related, bro. It could be like relationships related. Like I know I had one in college. We had broke up. That was tough. But sometimes your family don't understand. Mm-hmm. For me, I say the biggest thing definitely was the family situation. My dad does construction, like I said. My brother, he works with my dad doing construction, so they own the business. Mm-hmm. And they go out, 5 days a week. They go work. They work hard, bro. Come back, get paid on Friday. Sometimes throughout the week. So for me though, like I said, it's delayed gratification. Yeah. So I can't necessarily work a full-time job during the summer or certain things. I gotta go do summer research. And I'm not always gonna be making the most money, doing what we're doing right now. Mm-hmm. Especially not right now. Mm-hmm. So my dad would get home and I'm just in my room studying the whole time. He think I'm asleep. Yeah. He think I'm asleep, bro. I'm just I hear him talking downstairs. He's like, oh, he's more than capable, but he's in the bed all day. I'm sitting there studying. I'm like, yo, what is he talking about? I had situations like that where my dad didn't understand, and my brother had got on me a few times. Just applying to med school, I would go to my grandma's house so she can look over my application and proofread it, because she did those things for work when she used to work. So I was like, all right, that's a free resource I could use.
Some expertise.
Right? Yeah. So I go over there Monday and Wednesday. My mom had texted me one time, hey, you're gonna be home for dinner. Mm-hmm. And I'm working on my application, bro, trying to get it right, trying to apply to med school. And then I said, no, I'm not gonna be home. I'm still at grandma's house. Mm-hmm. And my brother was just like, come on, man, you gotta grow up. Just acting like I wasn't, acting like I'm over there eating milk and cookies, bro. Nah, I'm trying to put in work. So a lot of times your family don't understand, but all you can do in those situations is just explain to them. I know some of y'all might experience that in y'all journey, or probably already have. So you just gotta explain to them as much as you can. No matter how much you explain, they always gonna say something else. Yeah. So but just keep going though. Just keep going. Because you're not really gonna be able to work like that. You gotta lock in. You gotta lock in. So people not understanding is definitely one thing. And then once you get here, the schoolwork, it's a lot. You gotta know how to prioritize your time. Man. So and keep things what's good and what's not good for you. You know what I mean? Whether it's a female, whether it's playing too many video games, whatever it is, you gotta, in the back of your mind,
Yeah, you gotta have that discipline.
Yeah, you know what's good and what's not. So try to limit things, and think it'll be smooth.
Yeah, facts. Yeah. One thing my mom, she had told me, she was like, you can have it all, but you might not be able to have it all at the same time. Yeah. So you're gonna go through different seasons, and you may have to make certain sacrifices in that time. So I might have to say no to certain things, to women, to partying, to hanging out with the bros, to this, that. I may have to say no. I may have to put some things aside, even though I want to. Mm-hmm. I want to go hang out with this young lady. I want to do that. But I got to test.
Yeah.
So I might have to kick it with her tomorrow, kick it with her next week. This week I gotta lock in or whatever. So you just gotta understand you can have a balanced life, but at different portions, at different seasons, you may have to sacrifice certain things. So when I was studying for the MCAT, I was super locked in. But after the MCAT was over with, we lit.
Yeah, and then there's
So
also
like,
times when there's gonna be people that don't understand. They can just get mad and just stop talking to you or something like that. And if that happens, you just, it is what it is. I mean, maybe that person's just not meant for you.
Not for you.
You know what I mean? If you don't have time and you can't mitigate time to someone or something and they leave, I mean, hey, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta do what you gotta do because we trying to get to something greater. You know? So, and once we get there, we'll be happy. So, that's the goal though. So,
for sure. And so in closing, I want to end it off with, what is one piece of advice that you would give your younger self, like around 13 years old, that I want to ask this question to every guest, you know what I'm saying? What is one piece of advice that you would give to your younger self, 13-year-old? It could be about life, it could be about medicine, it could be about school, anything. What is one thing that you would tell the younger version of yourself?
My younger self, man, I would just say, a lot of times I would overthink growing up, you know what I mean? Thinking too hard on things. But that's not always a bad thing, you know what I mean? Because if you strive for perfection or you strive to have things a certain way, and for the better, you know what I mean? I think you just got to be comfortable in that, be comfortable in yourself and be comfortable and confident in your decisions, you know what I mean? Because obviously, it wasn't just you. Obviously, you had help from the Lord, help from your family, but it got you here, you know what I mean? So you got to be comfortable in your decisions, comfortable in your skin, and just keep progressing, you know what I mean? Not everything you want is going to come when you want it. The Lord's going to, like you said, the Lord's going to present things to you not only when the time is right, but also when you're ready, you know what I mean? So you may want
that relationship,
you may want a game, you may want a certain car, a computer, whatever it is, you know what I mean? But when you're ready, it's gonna be there, man. So
facts.
Yeah, so that's what I would say. What about you?
That's 100. I would say, oh man, every time I get this question, I say something different. I would say, enjoy the journey. I would say enjoy the journey. I think some portions in my life I was so focused on, so goal-oriented, to where I made the goal such a priority to where I wasn't enjoying the journey as much as I could have. And so that's what I would say. I think in college I did a great job of enjoying the journey. And like I said, working out of that one-track-minded mentality. So come time for my senior year, I mean, I was Mr. Xavier, I was the bros, I was involved in this, involved in that, the YouTube going, music, performing, dating, just all these different things that I was enjoying life, but also still taking care of business, but I was more balanced. Whereas freshman year, really that first semester of freshman year, I was just super, still COVID a little bit, so I was rocking the mask on campus and was just going to class. I wasn't really getting involved. I wasn't really socializing like I could have. So I think that's what I would tell myself, is to enjoy the journey. We're not going to wait till we become doctors to enjoy life. No, I enjoy life right now. Yeah. Still going to study and take care of business, but after that, still going to enjoy life. So I make time for whether it's dating, whether it's music, whether it's working out, whether it's YouTube, whether it's hanging out with friends and family, whether it's just watching some sports, watching some shows, watching Netflix or whatever it is. I'm going to enjoy the journey now, and I'm going to appreciate every moment and keep God first and just enjoy life. So
yes, sir.
That'll do it for the video. You know what I'm saying?
I do got one more.
Oh, yeah, one more thing. Yeah, one more. Yeah, let's do it.
Not to mess up the script, man.
Man, it's all good. We live.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, so I mentioned something about, being comfortable in your skin, right? And, a lot of Southern people have accents. They talk a certain way, right? So with you, you got a heavy accent. And I know, if you go somewhere, you got a heavy accent or you talk a certain way, people may discriminate towards you or look at you a certain way. But obviously, you're more than capable, right? So have you ever experienced that, on your way growing up, and how did you deal with that?
Yeah, I think one thing that I have experienced is filler words. Not necessarily the way I say words, but sometimes I have a tendency sometimes to use a lot of filler words.
Yeah.
So like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, or you feel me? And stuff like just filler words. So, but one thing I've done to deal with that is to just embrace it.
Yeah.
And not shy away from it, but embrace it. Okay, here are some areas in which I can improve. So instead of taking it as a negative, I take it as, okay, this is an area of improvement. It's not a weakness.
Yeah.
It's an area of improvement. And once I improve in that area, and I combine that with I'm already strong in these areas, that's just going to make me better. Mm-hmm. And so I take it as an area of improvement, and I don't dim my light. I be myself. I am myself. I am who I am. God made me this way. And I think changing who you are to appease others is not what we're here to do. Yeah. I'm here to please God. I'm here to serve people's needs, but please God. I'm not a people pleaser. Yeah. I'm serving people in need who I can be of assistance to, but I'm not here to please somebody. Somebody's opinion of me doesn't validate or invalidate who I am or who I believe I am. So whether, Chamberlain, you talk this, you talk that way, once again, I don't take it as a negative. I'm going to be me. I'm going to be confident and comfortable in my skin, but I'm also going to take feedback that's constructive and apply it to be better. So I've worked on the filler words in particular. I've definitely honed in on trying to eliminate that out of my speech, and it's been a journey. It will be a journey, but I know that I have improved and I will continue to improve, and will enjoy the journey as I do it.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Man. I think it's definitely important to like be comfortable in your skin. You know what I mean? Like everybody is different. You know what I mean? Everybody. You're not gonna go somewhere and everybody's the same way. You know, that's just not real. So like, however you are, however you look, any imperfections that you think you may have, any insecurities, I mean, it's fine because the next person has it as well. You know what I mean? So I know it's a lot of people dealing with some stuff, you know, people in my family, you know, friends, but like, you just gotta be comfortable, you know, with what you're doing. Because when you surround yourself with the right people, you know what I mean, everybody they just trying to progress. You know what I mean? They're not gonna say, this person look like this, so I can't talk to him, or, I mean, nah, bro. Like, we all trying to, we trying to get somewhere. So, you know, I think it's definitely important, man. So, that's good. Yeah.
And who you hang around?
Yeah.
Like, there's a saying, misery loves company. Yeah. So people who are miserable, guess how they try to make everybody around them feel? They try to make them feel miserable. But like you said, you hang around people that are positive, they're not looking to talk down on people. They're looking to build and uplift. Right. And like you said, we're all different, but that's what makes us us. No one on this planet has your fingerprint. You are one of one. Walk like it, talk like it, know it, and you are created by God. So understand that you're here for a reason. You're made and created for a purpose, and you have an assignment. Go and fulfill that assignment and do it as only you can do it. And stay true to it. Yeah. Yes, we'll catch you on the next video.
Yes, sir.
Y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you would like to see next. We'll catch you on the next one.